Hey, here I am, folks. It's Saturday once again, and I don't know what I'm doing. Trying to get things together here. Whoops. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. There we go. Anyway, here I am. I got my foot stuck. There we go. I had my foot stuck. Now, I'm all set now. Just trying to get organized. Takes me a while. Having eye trouble today. It's like I'm having eye trouble. It's because I'm having eye trouble. So I'm just waiting for 420 as usual. Oh, it's 420. Let me see these suckers up. Happy 420. Kind of snuck up on me today. I'm always rushing at the last minute before the show. Same thing today. But I got my shit together, so here I am. Let me just increase the size of the font in case somebody wants to talk to me. Here we go. Rainy, 50-degree weather all week. Tuesday, it's going to be 88. Just can't win. Okay? Just can't win. Weather-wise. I'm sorry. I have trouble. And today it's bothering me a lot. And it causes my nose to run. So, excuse me a moment. Yeah, there we go. That should help some. Anyway, yeah. So it's been raining forever around here. And it looks like we're finally going to get a break and get some nice weather. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, it was 50s and rainy all week. Tuesday it'll be 88. So today we got a sunny day. And it's about 60 something. So not bad. So Tyler Gustafson of Berkeley, California, recovered from COVID in 2020. Then last summer, he got hit with what felt like a heart attack. Deep aching chest pain. His body tingled. Blood pressure soared. His left side grew numb. And his thinking slowed. Even his vision became distorted. Worst of all, the symptoms never let up, forcing him to take a medical of absence from his job. He has finally begun to recover from this. Now, he's one of millions of COVID survivors who have suffered long-term effects of the virus. Now, on April 5th, Biden announced the National Research Action Plan on Long COVID. $1.15 billion a $1.15 million initiative from the National Institutes of Health to coordinate long COVID research at sites across the country. Now, it's thought that about 1/3 of unvaxxed people suffer from long COVID, and about half that many among vaxxed persons who contracted the virus. So apparently, this could go on for quite some time. Once you contract COVID, you can have side effects from it for quite an extended period of time afterwards. So there's no, they haven't been working on anything until now to combat this. They've been so confused by the virus They haven't worked on any of the long-term effects. Now they're going to try working on that. So we'll see how that goes. So the GOPers have been attacking Roe v. Wade for years. Now that they're on the verge of victory here, they're not interested in talking about it on the campaign trail. The Republican campaign officials are advising candidates to downplay and soft pedal the prospects of anti-abortion legislation as they battle pro-choice Democrats. So McConnell told the press that the story was not about. So it's not about overturning Roe v. Wade. It's about the fact that their draft got leaked. They're telling the candidates to downplay the anti-abortion thing in their campaigning. Especially don't talk about what's the mother's health issue when it comes to abortions, and how they're they want them to promote the fact that Democrats are in favor of abortions under almost any circumstance, and that they want them to play up the fact that the government shouldn't be paying for abortions for poor people. So they're really taking a very strange stance. Stoney, welcome aboard. I was just talking about how the GOP, now that they're on the verge of having Roe v. Wade overturned, are telling their candidates not to talk about abortion on the political trail. Okay, they're telling them to downplay abortions, talk about something else, because they know it's a sore subject with women these days. So they don't want them talking about abortions on the campaign trail. Find something else to discuss. Don't say abortion, right? Because so many of these states are trying to pass such restrictive abortion laws that no woman would go along with it. Okay, illegalize the term, right? So even McConnell came out and told the press that this whole thing isn't about Roe v. Wade. It's about the Supreme Court decision being leaked. Okay. It was about the leak from the Supreme Court. That was the issue. Okay. Not Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade isn't the issue. It was the Supreme Court leak that was the issue. Okay. You ready for that? Yeah. Roe v. Wade is going to change the whole game. Yeah. They're going to make it a law. Okay. There's going to be an abortion law. Okay. To replace Roe v. Wade's decision. Every woman should be pissed off. Yes. I went to a Catholic school, grade school. Okay. And I got thrown out of a Catholic high school. But there's one of my classmates from grade school went on Facebook, and she wrote this whole thing. She says, "I'm not in favor of killing babies, but," okay. And she went on about how she is in favor illegalized periods for women next. Yeah. She went on and said she is in favor of protecting certain women from certain pregnancy problems, and that sometimes an abortion is necessary. Okay. Yeah, you menstruate, you go to jail. Yeah. So they're told that if avoid harsh state proposals which ban abortions without exceptions for the health of the mother. Kind of topic. Okay. Instead, talk about Dems oppose almost all restrictions on abortions. And the polls show that most voters oppose late-term abortions and public assistance to poor women who need abortions. That's what they're supposed to play up, okay? Yeah, it's been telling us all about women, exactly, you know. So what I wrote on her comment on Facebook was I wrote, there are no laws governing what a man can do with his body. There shouldn't be any laws governing what a woman can do with hers. So I don't have a lot of news today. Where's my joint? Here we go. Yeah, I do like being bald. Digging it. It's a whole lot easier to maintain. And it doesn't cost me $60 every few weeks to get it cut and dyed, you know. So just a lot easier to handle. So what have I got after this? Anything? No. I'm on my last story. I might as well wow you. It's caramel cream today. Wheat of the week. And it's an indica dominant hybrid. It's 26.47% THC. So Lake Mead, country's largest man-made reservoir, has dropped to historic lows. You've been Truman tough for 2 days? Everything seems really funny. Well, I'll tell you, tomorrow might as well be Easter, even though it's Mother's Day, because I had a Good Friday yesterday. I got a Harley package this week. So last Sunday, boaters found a barrel containing a body in the now shallow waters of Lake Mead. At some point in the mid-70s or 80s, someone dumped a metal barrel containing a male gunshot victim into hundreds of feet of cold Colorado River waters stored in Lake Mead. And they're consulting experts regarding the corrosion on the barrel and the rate of growth of aquatic life on the barrel to narrow down the timeline. They know it was sometime in the mid-70s to mid-80s the barrel was dumped. Now the barrel is corroded to the point where you can see the skeleton, okay? So they don't know if it's Hoffa or not at this point. I haven't tried the chocolate bar yet. I just went for the caps and stems and had a wonderful afternoon. So it may be Hoffa. Who knows? No yet. They found Jimmy. Maybe. Wouldn't that be something if they finally found Hoffa? But I mean, this thing is sticking up out of the water. Okay. And it was under hundreds of feet of water at one time. So that's how low Lake Mead is now. DB Cooper. I don't know. I don't know that he even survived that jump, did he? We don't know what happened to him. They found the money, didn't they? All rotted up and everything. Your first wife. Well, that's all the news I have today. I got a late start on writing my notes. There were other stories, but I just didn't get around to them. So, but yeah, Custer Keg was shut down for a few days. They had some problems renewing their liquor license, but they're up and running again as of yesterday. So at least I got my local bar back. So happy about that. It was kind of a teaser too, because I was in there Tuesday. They haven't been able to get any. Excuse me. They haven't been able to. Yesterday they were closed. One wants to go get sand and gravel, most likely. Say hi to the warden for me. Oh man, my nose. Actually, it's my eyes today, causing my nose to get stuffy. I have a real bad eye problem today. So, I wonder as Lake Mead gets lower, if they're going to find more bodies. It would be interesting. So, anybody else care to join me out there in the chat? Huh? Who's talking out there? Anybody want to talk to me? Because here I am in all my radiant beauty. Just sitting. Maybe I'll take some more shrooms. That'd be good. Yeah. So, anybody else got anything to say? No? It's Good News Week. So, here I am. Come on, join me. Somebody come talk to me. Okay. That settles it. Oh, can't reach him. Can't quite reach him. Give me a second here. Let me move that out of the way and reach way back in here. Ooh. I got it right here. Anybody? Hello. Is there anybody out there? Shout if you can hear me. Is there anyone at all? Not a lot of Sebs. Eat them like potato chips. Yep. Tomorrow should be Easter. Tomorrow should be Easter. Because I had a good Friday. So there wasn't much in the news this week. Mostly about Roe v. Wade. If you're wondering what I'm chewing, I just took a bunch of mushrooms. So I'd see how the afternoon goes. Or the evening, I should say. So why don't you come talk to me? Wherever you might be. See what kind of afternoon we have here. Evening, whatever. I see you're there. Talk to me. So we have a pleasant day today. We're in the mid 60s. We're going to be in the upper 80s by Tuesday, which is amazing. No spring this year. So, yeah, I decided this day is a total loss, so I might as well trip. So I'll do some mushrooms, see how it goes. It's such a beautiful day out. I thought it'd be a good day to do that. So that's what I'm doing. What are you up to? Why don't you tell me? Now you know what I'm doing. Tell me what you're doing. Thanks for the thumbs up. Come join me. It's in Arkansas. Welcome aboard. I just ate a bunch of shrooms. No, Stoney left. He had to go shopping with his wife for some sand and gravel for the new patio. It's good to see you, though. I just ate a bunch of shrooms. Thought I'd spark up my day. Oh, my nose is running again. I'm having eye trouble today. It makes my nose run. Yeah. I figured why not? I did some yesterday. So tomorrow should be Easter because I had a good Friday. No musical theme. No, this is just me. My Saturday show, news and chat. So I guess I could play music. Wouldn't make any difference, right? What would you like to hear? Tuesday, I'll be doing, if there's a show Tuesday. I'm not sure there's going to be one. But Tuesday, I'll be featuring Dr. John. But, I do the Tuesday music and went Saturday chat. So it's kind of how it goes. I had some news stories, but I finished them up already. You're a Monkees gal? Well, I haven't done the Monkees. The Prefab Four. Stephen Stills tried out for the Monkees. They turned him down because he had bad teeth. Charlie Manson also tried out for the Monkees. No. Can you imagine the Monkees with Charles Manson? Yeah, him and Peter were buds. Yeah. Can you imagine though? That would have been a weird group. You know, maybe between episodes they could go slash somebody up. That would have been weird. That would have been strange indeed. So Mike used to just make stuff up in interviews. I'm sure a lot of people did that. I'm sure. You know. Well, look at all the trouble Beatles got in because John Lennon said they were more popular than God, and he wasn't being a smartass. Oh, he didn't? I thought he did. Stephen Stills did. But it was a lamentation on his part. He was saying it in a manner that, how pathetic is it, world, that we're greater than that we're, that we're more popular than God. You know, he thought it was a pathetic situation. And people took it wrong. Like he was bragging. He wasn't bragging. He thought it was pathetic that they were more popular than Jesus. Okay. And people just took it wrong. People started burning their albums and everything else, The Christian right just didn't understand. Well, what are you going to do? People are idiots. Lennon was 2 steps out of time. He was ahead of everybody. No, they still don't understand, Like with this abortion thing, Stupid humans, yeah. Leave women's bodies alone. Let them do with them what they want. This whole thing pisses me off. Even in Ireland, one of the most Christian countries in the world, most Catholic countries in the world, you can get an abortion. Okay. As of just a few years ago, abortions are legal in Ireland. I think you can even get one in Italy now. Yeah, it is absolutely insane. There are no laws in this country telling a man what he can do with his body. Why should there be laws governing what a woman can do with hers? Okay. It's just there goes your equal rights right out the fucking door. Right there. And then you got congressmen standing up talking about how women shouldn't be allowed to get higher education, for Christ's sake. And this is one step away from not allowing interracial marriage. Okay. They're gonna cut back on everything. This is just their way of dictating to us how we should live our lives. Okay, and it's just not abortions. It's going to be everything else pretty soon. That's what they're pushing for. You want to control you. Enough is enough. It is unacceptable. the land of the free, you know. They want it to be one nation under guard with liberty and injustice for all, you know. It's not the way I was raised. That's enough of this stuff. Let's get back to America, not this world they're trying to create. You know, give me liberty. Justice is blind, but it's not stupid. Scales are supposed to be equal, right? Your mama would be livid. Well, she should be. This is a terrible thing. Yeah. You know, this is just one step closer to Handmaid's Tale. Yeah. I don't know if you watched that series or not on Hulu. If you didn't, you should. It's a great series. So that's the next step from banning abortions. Okay. It's enslaving women to produce babies. She passed me independence and a big mouth. Well, use them. Use one to support the other. Right. Now, did you ever watch A Handmaid's Tale? It's a series on Hulu. Fantastic series. Probably one of the best series ever made. If you haven't watched it, watch it. You don't have Hulu, find somebody who does and go over there and watch it. Because it's fantastic. Yeah, that's a fantastic series. And like I say, this Roe v. Wade abolition is just one step closer to that. Okay. Men trying to dictate what women can do with their bodies. That's what it is. This just brings you one step closer to that kind of right-wing conservatism. Okay. That's what it does. Brings us one step closer to that. You know, there was a time in my lifetime when women couldn't own a home by themselves and couldn't borrow money by themselves. Okay. In my lifetime, you couldn't go to a bank and get a mortgage. We had enough when the world looked like idiocracy. This fascist stuff is bad. Yeah, well, it was bad in the 40s. It's bad now. You know, and all these people that talk about how Antifa is such a horrible thing. We were Antifa in World War II. We went and fought the fascists. That's what Antifa is, anti-fascism. Okay. If you had a relative who fought in World War II, they were Antifa. Okay. I try to explain that to people down here all the time. all these pro-Trumpers I run into around here. Yes, exactly. To deaf ears. My phone just buzzed. I don't know what that was. Oh, Gmail. No biggie. Yeah, it's a bad situation. That Antifa was singled out as an enemy by the last administration because they're not the enemy. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And Don't Look Up was a fabulous movie too. If you haven't seen that yet. Meryl Streep makes a perfect Donald Trump. Oh, you should. It's on Netflix. You have to see that one. Because that's a parody of what's going on in our lives right now. Okay. So you really have to see that. Yeah, and she plays the president. Okay, so and a right-wing president. So it's really quite interesting. It's very dark humor and really well made. And make sure you watch it past the credits, because the ending isn't until past the credits. Because I'm sure there are a lot of people that don't watch past the credits, and you have to, because that's where the surprise ending is. Yeah, that's the part you don't want to miss. Yeah, because they do that so often these days that there's something past the credits. So I always watch past the credits now. You don't want to miss that, you know. They pull that shit all the time now. In so many movies. So So the wheat of the week was caramel cream. It's an indica dominant hybrid, and it's 26.47% THC. I've been getting some potent weeds from the dispensary lately. I have to renew my card. Dog's been picking up all my weed for me lately. My card expired at the end of February. But I haven't renewed it yet. I had my doctor's exam, but so that's all taken care of. I just have to go in and renew my card with the state. So I should take care of that. I'm just lazy. You know, it's all online. It's really simple. But I don't know. procrastination, You need to get one? Yeah, it's good to have just because I'm growing. Because I can legally grow in the state if I have a card. So I should keep it up. They gave me a free year last year because of COVID. But now I can't get a 3-year card. I can only get a 2-year one because of the free year. Stinkers. I thought they'd just give me a year, but they're not that generous. So now I have to pay for a 3-year card, but I only get it for 2 years. So I don't know. I guess I'll do it. It's kind of why I'm not doing this, because I'm kind of pissed. I get screwed out of a year. I'm not getting screwed out of it. I just, they said they were going to give me a free year, but it's not free. So I guess they said they were going to extend my card, is what they said. So it's not really free. I just thought it'd be free. So that's what I get for thinking. So we'll see. I guess maybe I'll do it this week. This is a heavy indica. Had to save a kitten. Oh, dang. Like you didn't want to? What do you mean you had to save it? I don't understand. You'll have to explain that. I see. Okay. I see. They're not exactly the jaws of life, huh? Don't know our own strength. Oh, I see. Things could get rough. Oh, okay. I know. My dog used to get a beating from the cat. He'd get tore up. He'd come in with scratches all over him. His nose would be bleeding. Cat would always get the best of him. A crazy mix of dogs and cats, huh? Yeah, sometimes the cats are a little more fierce than the dogs. My My neighbor, who was my landlord in the city, he had a cat, and I had a dog. Dog was he was a Dachshund Beagle mix, so he was a long dog, but he had longer legs than a Dachshund. Yes, they are. And my dog chased the cat one time up the landlord's back stairs, but the cat stopped and the dog couldn't. So he ran past the cat. So then the cat had him trapped. You know, he couldn't get down the stairs without getting scratched up. Boy, he came home all bloody. His nose was all scratched up. He was all bloody. The cat really tore him up coming down the stairs. Yes, they are. Yes, they are evil. Yes, indeed. I'm not much of a cat person. I love my doggies, though. Buster's my pal. He's my 52-pound lap dog. So he spends most of his time sitting on me, except when I'm doing the show, of course. You know, and he's not up here, but he would be if he could. Naughty Nicky B, welcome aboard. We were just sitting around talking about dogs and cats. Cats and dogs. I was, yes. Yes, he is a lapful. If he positions himself just right, he doesn't crush me. Arlie, welcome aboard. I was mentioning earlier that tomorrow should be Easter because yesterday was a Good Friday. It's going to be a good Saturday, too. Yeah, Stoney was here earlier. I was talking to him. Said he's been at it for a couple of days. Yes. Yeah, they're going to be strong again today. Oh, good for you. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Been a while. Last couple times I've been disappointed. So I'm not disappointed now. It came on fierce. It was funny. I was sitting here watching television and I blew my nose, and then all of a sudden, wham, I started feeling them coming on, and then they hit really intense. But I enjoyed the intensity. So yes, me too. Yes, all that. For quite some time too. Okay, have a good one. Take care of yourself. And tune in Tuesday. I say I think I'll be doing Leon Russell. I don't remember what flavor I sent. I have some new ones that just finished with a potency rating of extremely high. Tidal wave, they are called. Ooh. Well, that would be a potency rating higher than these. Because these are potent. So, I don't know. The Ecuador strain I have produces good visuals at low doses. Oh, nice. Oh, that one's gone. A few more minutes, I can have another. Well, I didn't think I took that much yesterday. You know, some stems and some caps. Wasn't a lot. But it was right at the point where I didn't think it was going to hit me. It hit me, you know. How much chocolate bar would you recommend at a time? I was curious about that. I know Chuck Stoney really digs your chocolate bars. I haven't touched that yet. Quarter of 1 square for a typical microdose. If I want to feel like I ate a super potent weed edible, I eat 2 squares. Oh, okay. Want to go for a ride? The whole bar. I gotcha. I gotcha. Super potent weed edible is 2 squares. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Now I know what to do. I see. 6 hours. Okay. 6 hours. That's a long time. Oh, I know it. I mean, I'm experienced. I never have died. Not once. uh, I never even thought I was coming close. I know. Yeah. Not even on acid. Okay. Or belladonna even. So, and that was the scariest thing of all was belladonna. You know. So don't do belladonna. That's a that's a walking hallucination that's just horrific. So don't do that. I don't recommend it. But no, oh, we are okay. I'd like to have some mescaline again in my life. That'd be nice. Haven't had any mescaline since the 70s. That was fun. That was a different mind trip than a lot of things. You'd be doing mescaline too? Ooh, yeah, that would be interesting. That's been a long time. Mid 70s. Need to find some San Pedro cacti. Hmm. Way more per harvest. I see. Yeah, it's been a long time. Different kind of trip. Never did peyote. They're putting all plant ethnogenic plants on ballot. Cool. Psychedelic cacti shrooms. Wow, that's wonderful. I should move. Ergot mold. Really? I didn't know that. Wow. Learn something old every day. Yeah, so did I. Wow. There you go. Bring it all out there. Michigan's going to be the California of this millennium. Flint's going to be the new Haight-Ashbury, huh? Sure, we were. We were lied to about marijuana. No, they died from doing stupid things while on psychedelics. Okay. And there's a guy in Chicago who jumped into an empty swimming pool off the high dive at California Park because they took the pool out of the park after that. So, I mean, people did stupid things on psychedelics. Nobody ever overdosed on them. I mean, I knew guys who shot up LSD. So, I mean, if they didn't die, nobody did. Well, that's a problem with propaganda, is that it distorts the truth to the point where people stop believing it. I mean, stop believing reality. Okay, to the point where, like now, people won't get the COVID vaccine because they think all these other terrible things about it that aren't true. If that were to have happened in the 50s, we wouldn't be on the verge of exterminating polio worldwide right now because people would have doubted getting the polio vaccination. We'd still have people walking around in crutches with twisted legs and shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You only need only a few micrograms to get off. You know. So, it doesn't take much. A drop on a piece of paper. Less than a drop, of course. But yeah, we were in California in '73, and we were at a friend's house in Sacramento, and this guy had a capsule vial, and if you got stopped with an empty capsule vial, what's the violation? Nothing. Okay, but the inside of it was coated with acid. You could just let your finger and touch the inside of the vial, and you could get off. Lick your finger. So it was the easiest drug to transport in the world. So it's uh, pure LSD. I mean, if you know what you're getting is LSD, then yeah, it's wonderful. You know, but there's just so much bastardization of it. That's the problem. You know, if you're making it, that's fine. But these days, like with everything else, you don't know what you're getting. You know. Unless you stick with things that are natural, like marijuana and mushrooms and things like that. So it's natural. I mean, look what's happened to the even heroin addicts can't be safe. That's why there ought to be places where you can have your drugs tested safely. Instead of addicts being held up as some kind of specter. That's not fair to them. Not their fault they're sick. Well, I guess to some degree it's their fault, but society holds them up as some kind of criminal instead of a victim. I mean, they're victims of the society they live in. You know, it shouldn't be a stigma. It's an illness. You know, treat it for what it is. And I'm not saying insurance companies should cover it, but at least give them an opportunity, have their drugs tested, provide them with clean needles. I think all of that is doable and should be done. And if it costs taxpayers money, then it should. You know, I mean, we're all citizens, you know. We all have problems. Everybody has a problem. We should all work together to take care of everybody's problems. You know, people are so selfish. You know, and everything can be done to take care of everybody. All we have to do is work together. It's not that hard. You know, they do it in other countries. You know, there's only homeless people because we don't provide housing for them. You know, that's all we have to do, is provide housing. Doesn't seem to me it should be that difficult. They do it in other countries. You know, in the Netherlands, they have 100% employment, because if you're out of work, they give you a job. Whether it's squeegeeing bus kiosks or sweeping the streets or whatever it is, they give you a job. They don't give you a check. They give you a job with a check. It makes more sense to me than to just hand you money, hand you a broom. If you don't want the broom, you don't get the money. And over there, people's attitude is, well, I wouldn't take the money without the job, because they have more self-respect than that. So I don't know. I guess our attitude is different over here. People seem to think that stuff should be handed to them for nothing. I wasn't raised that way. So, oh look, I missed 420. I'll have to settle for happy 429. What's everybody smoking today? Anything good? I have this caramel cream here. It's pretty good stuff. Although I don't taste any caramel cream. It's still pretty mild, although it does have a high THC content. 26.42%. Anybody still in the chat? I guess not. Oh, I am. So, yeah, we're going to get a heat wave running through here in Illinois next week. It's supposed to be 80 degrees here on Monday, 88 on Tuesday, and then upper 80s the rest of the week. And then next Saturday, when my show's on again, it'll be in the 70s again. So today it's 66 and sunny, which is something we haven't seen all week. It was rainy and 50s all week long. So a sunny day, that's an improvement around here. So, and we haven't had any good weather in a while. So nice to see it happening. Oh my goodness. Rough hit. So I'd just like to say, fuck SCOTUS. And they can take their Roe v. Wade decision and shove it up their ass. Their stance on abortion sucks. It's been the law of the land for over 50 years. No reason to change it now. This is all Trump's doing, and he's an asshole too. He's beyond an asshole. He's the whole ass. And it's the worst decision they could make at this time. And actually, this could really fuck things for the Republican Party. And for that, I'm grateful. But for women, this sucks. There are no laws that govern what a man can do with his body or can't do with his body. There shouldn't be any laws that govern what a woman can or cannot do with her body. It's that simple. And this shit's got to stop. Because it's just going to get worse. This gets passed. This doesn't, I mean, if they cancel Roe v. Wade, what other horrible conservative steps are they going to take in this country? This could lead to all sorts of things. Yeah, I just can't imagine bans on interracial marriage, bans on gay marriage. All that could come about. Who knows what else these people could think up. Some sick fucks out there want to put an end to a lot of peaceful shit. You know, that it's none of their goddamn business. Interfere in people's lives. This is an invasion of the religious right on the rights of people. Okay. And I don't know. Certainly kicking the ass of women's rights. And if certainly not equal rights in that case, is it? I just find it all appalling. Okay, why don't we go back to where women can't borrow money on their own, or can't buy a house on their own too? You know, might as well. You know, or higher education. Let's put an end to that too for women. It's just stupidity at its highest. Okay. And I hope and if that is their final decision here, that it's reflected in the polls in November. That women on the right have the balls enough to go out and and change things, because this is a terrible time in history. This is a terrible, terrible time. This kind of conservatism has to stop. The pendulum has swung far enough to the right. It has to start swinging back again, folks. It has to start swinging back again. This is bordering on Nazism. Okay. Might as well be behind the Iron Curtain. Okay. Let's be Red China. Okay. Let's just let them dictate everything. Let's do that. Okay. Let's just let the government just run all over you. Let them tell you what to think. You know, tell them what you can do with your hey, maybe they're going to outlaw oral sex too. You know, it was outlawed before. They'll do it again. You know, everything's going to go. That's the way they want it. That's the way they'll do it. You know, reelect Trump in 2024 and just be the last president we ever have. That's the way they're headed. That's what they want. Take away all your rights. You know, they keep talking about how Biden's introducing socialism. Well, we'd be better off with capitalistic socialism than what they're trying to fucking push down our throats on the right side. That's for sure. This all has to go. You know, I happen to be a capitalistic socialist, so you know the taxes we pay should be working to increase our benefits. Okay, I mean, money should be used to help the people. That's what the taxes are for. Seymour Cannabis. Hey, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I was just talking about this Roe v. Wade thing and how much it pisses me off. And it does piss me off, believe me. Hopefully this is a turning point. This might push the pendulum in the other direction. Okay, stop all this conservative shit and start swinging that sucker back in the direction it ought to be going. Okay, I certainly hope this does it, because I've just had enough. It's got to start swinging back in the other direction now. This has to be the straw. Okay, this has to be it. This has to be the point where people fucking wake up and say, enough of this bullshit. Let's go back to the way things ought to be. Okay, because this is it. You know, we're just heading in the wrong direction. And this has to be the point where people say enough is enough. Okay. We just have to swing this pendulum back in the other direction. This is too conservative. Taking away women's rights is too conservative. We're going too far here. You can't do this. This is taking it too far. Okay. This Roe v. Wade thing is taking it too far. When you take away a woman's right to an abortion, that's taking it too far. It's time people woke up and realized what's going on in this country. The religious right is trying to take away our freedoms. And it's got to stop. It's enough now. I mean, the majority of us in this country aren't religious. Period. It's time they stop trying to control us. Okay? We might have faith, but we're not religious. So get off our backs. You're not going to convert us. Stop trying to take our fucking rights away. That's all I have to say on the matter. Probably not, but I'm going to stop yelling at myself. I'm the only one in the room. Seriously, I mean, enough is enough already. Not going to mold us into something we're not. Can't be done. So, I mean, they just got to lay off with this shit already. What's up?
I saw a t-shirt with a kitten wrapped in a taco shell, and it said burrito.
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 Yeah. Oh, it's wrapped in a tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
Burrito. Okay.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Anyway, I just had to blow off some steam. So I just, it's just, you know, and Mitch McConnell goes to the press, and what does he say? The issue isn't Roe v. Wade. The issue is that this was leaked from the Supreme Court. It was the leak. Who leaked this? That's the story. How did this get leaked? Okay. Not Roe v. Wade. That's not the story. The story is the leak. What the fuck? Who gives a shit about how it got leaked? The story is Roe v. Wade. Obviously, they're trying to back away from this now. Now that they're getting what they want, they're trying to back away from it because of the November elections. Okay. the GOP is actually telling their candidates to soft pedal abortion, not even to bring it up if they don't have to. But if it comes up, don't bring up those states that are pushing for this for really strict abortion laws that don't even protect women in crisis. Okay, don't even talk about those laws. Okay, don't bring up those states. Okay, they want them to just, they're telling them to talk about Democrats who want to grant abortions no matter what, and how focus on late term abortions because most people are opposed to them anyway, and focus on poor people, on the government not wanting to pay for poor people having abortions because most people don't want to do that anyhow. So that's what they're going to focus on. Okay. It's disgusting. But they're going to try to avoid the whole abortion issue entirely if they can. In other words, they're going to avoid women's rights. That's what they're going to do. So, disgusting. But I mean, what they need to do is they need to make abortion rights the law of the land and not rely on a court decision. But getting that through Congress would be difficult with the numbers as they currently exist, as you know. So maybe those numbers will change in November and they can get it through Congress then. I mean, this is a hell of a time for them to make this decision right before an election, but that's the way they want to do it. That's their decision to make, I guess. So we'll see what happens. But I think I'm going to wrap things up. It's coming up on supper time. So remember, there's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. And I hope to catch you I hope you catch me on Tuesday for my my music show, 4:20 Central. And if not, that's okay too. If you don't catch the show on Tuesday, the music for the show is always up for the entire week in my playlists, the Tune In Tuesday playlist. So you can always listen to whatever music I had selected for that week. So anyway, take care and stay safe and hope to see you again. Bye now. Take care. Bye now.